way we're doing it is like, you know, who's gonna win 5 games first, like, and that's the order the bets are gonna be handled. So when Snute wins 5 games, boom, reset, start again, that sort of thing. There was 22,236 on Snute, with 40,767 on Bunny, and I'm assuming basically this is whoever gets to 10 first.
Dude, I think it's on normal. Can you speed it up?
Yes, I can. Spawning here in the top left corner of the map is gonna be the red Zerg player, Liquid Snute.
What is the button for that? I thought it was plus, but it didn't work.
Yes, plus on the number pad.
Oh, I don't have a number pad, that's why. Huh. In the bottom right has the blue Terran. It's Liquid Bunny.
Oh, they were talking about... Okay, the worker split was because of the game speed. Okay.
So, this is pretty. It's kind of freaky, too, though, because like the ice is like veins.
No, you know what? I'm looking at this, and this makes me think of the White Walkers from Game of Thrones.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is where the White Walkers came from. They came from Ohana Winter.
This isn't the warm feeling I get on regular Ohana. It's not the comfy, like, cozy, like, fireplace that I get from Belshire Beach Winter, either. It's just creepy.
It's also like the 2 eyes in the middle of the map are the White Walkers' eyes, dude. But they're kind of jerky.
Oh, I forgot Queens had their range buffed. Dude, they used to have like guys you don't even know if you went around.
It's 4 range, right? Was the original one, or it's really bad?
Three. That's what they're talking about. But like their talons used to like look like normal talons to like people that were around at the time, right? And then when they extended it and had their talons like reach, it was creepy as hell.
It's like a spine crawler on their backs.
It was weird. But that's just like old people things, like hashtag.
They were old people things. I'd like hashtag history. God, I think heritage.
That's actually okay, whatever. Rifkin, old person. So that's actually what started. Sorry, that's what started the whole Broodlord Infestor era too. So it wasn't that Infestors got buffed at any point. I don't think. If it was, it wasn't as big as the Queens. Because what the Queen defense did was that it allowed you to defend like almost anything they could throw at you in the early game. So you just remember to be able to break them. And they were like, well, if you can't break us, then we're just going to go up to Broodlords. Like, what are you going to do? Like, oh, this comes rushing back. And this map, too, was just so infamous. Either they'd Baneling bust you on, like, 3.5 bases, basically, with Roach... Or, sorry, with Ling Muta Bling, and you just have to hole up with, like, tanks and wait till it happens. Or they'd rush to Broodlords. And you'd try and not let that happen, and it would fail. Rifkin, I'm getting flashbacks right now. I can't.
The days of Broodlords. Well, the one thing I actually really enjoyed about Ohana, though, was it would be frequently one of the maps you'd see 4 bases on, compared to most. So,
yeah.
I mean, you kind of got that really nice, easy, natural. We talked about what maps have back rocks in the natural. I guess Ohana, one we didn't really think about. Because those were what split off towards the 3rd.
Immortal Sential Inns were very popular on this map.
Oh god, jeez, yeah. Oh, jeez.
As were 111s. I remember that this is a map where Thorzane really made his name as the Spoon Terran on those 4 bases that you were talking about. Just slowly chipping away.
I remember one of the big problems with this too was you'd run out of building space pretty quick as a Terran player. Like if you tried to build bunkers and depots and try and section that off, it was not. No, it's not happening easily. But 3 Reapers. Pardon me, gonna stifle that yawn. I don't know about this. Like Bunny's been doing 3 Reapers and it's really been inconsistent as far as whether it's been effective or not. Like one game is great, next game it's terrible. I mean, not exactly like the most faith, I guess, when it comes to these. In fact, he's gonna get 1. Nice start. If the Queens had just run south, they may have been able to intercept. Looks like they're gonna try to, so not gonna happen.
What was good on this map? He didn't group Broodlords. I mean, you didn't start necessarily that good on this map. I mean, there's dead space in the bottom left. It's not much in like the bottom right, you know, not behind Bunny's main base. They're still good enough. I mean, really just busting, but that was back when tanks were a thing, you know? Like, Widowmine's really changed up the dynamic. You couldn't just run in with whatever you had and know exactly what the outcome was going to be. Like, Widowmine's changed that.
Yeah.
Drastically.
That gamble of a unit. Sometimes amazing, sometimes terrible. I mean, I guess there has been enough of not even enough, like so many changes to the game since Ohana's really active, and I think we saw a little bit. This was one of the dream pool maps, right?
No, I didn't really play in the dream pool. I really don't know.
Oh, well, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say one way or the other. The one thing about it though is like we've seen in sort of modern times that this still isn't. It's not like a bad map. Daybreak is still a map that I think you could play out. Like, there's a lot of maps that still would and could translate to what the current meta / patch of StarCraft 2 is, but I think Ohana is one of those maps, kind of, to be honest with you. The base layout's just, I think, complemented almost too much.
Well, we have Bunny. Oh no, he's a 3rd CC. Never mind. Well, Snoot's gonna scout this, so that's equally as important, I guess. He's gonna scout that it's a 3 CC, and he can be a little greedy. He did stay on 2 bases for a while, but that's kind of what happens when you force the Zerg to have to break down rocks to really secure their 3rd. You know, it's not droning right now, and it's almost 9 minutes.
You don't see things canceled from Zerg much of the time. But
No.
That was pretty smart because those drones would have just died. Snute has basically seen every important building out of Bunny so far too.
Did he forget his engineering base, or was this on purpose?
I don't want to say.
Oh, there. No, that they are. They're at the front. Whoopsie.
Okay.
Mobby.
Well, I was gonna say I don't want to say it was on purpose. I just didn't realize they were at the front. Spike Power is gonna root itself down. I think it's pushing forward.
Yeah,
Reaver DPS, kind of nice, but transfuses are better.
Yeah. Alright, so everything is lining up for Bunny. He does have, you know, the perfect 3cc build being done here. Those used to be rocks. On the summer version, those are rocks. I'm just saying.
Well,
I don't know why they changed it. It's kind of weird.
Because over time, as the planet went through apocalypse.
Oh, it was a nuclear war. That's the leftovers from the atomic bombs. That makes sense.
There you go.
Don't question that.
Yeah. That or someone learned alchemy and just converted everything like a dick. Kind of ran around Midas touching everything but the rocks.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Arms Alchemy. That was a good anime. No, that's a terrible anime. What am I saying? It's a cool anime.
Oh, yeah. I remember what this is kind of good for. Like, drops weren't so bad on this map since there's basically like 2 lines down like the sides of the map in general, right?
Yeah, you would
can
just
make
take
a
the
Viking.
extreme horizontals.
Yeah, if you make a Viking clear of the Overlord paths, then they would hopefully not be able to catch you. And Bunny is pretty good at dropping, but that's why Snoot's starting to spread his overloads out, at least on the right side. Hopefully he'll have overload speed and they'll start pressing him out on the left, which is a crucial upgrade he is missing. Okay, he just started. Damn, the overload and the hatchery like explode at the same time.
It just kind of rolls through.
Yeah, Snoot wasn't really prepared.
You know, every time I feel like this is the case, Snute has got banelings, but he doesn't have baneling speed. He's never quite ready for not TLO, so I'm reading chat. Shout out to TLO, joining us in chat. He's never quite ready for Bunny's push, and you know, this time if he can just buy that time, if he get that baneling speed, this goes so much easier for him. He's actually gonna lose the bunker that was protecting his 3rd. Reinforcements should be able to clean this up, though. In fact, I like that Snoot's choosing to disengage rather than dedicate. Potentially being able to now sandwich his opponent's army on the other side of the map. More banelings coming in. That's a lot of banelings.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Snoot probably would be able to defend his 4th if he had just been in position. You know, he did have banelings to begin with. But you see, he wasn't there, so he just gave it up. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's clearly not the best either. You would be mining from that right now with the 70 drones, instead of being a little oversaturated on 3 bases. But everything else is looking okay. Like, his upgrades are fine. He's finally going to finish. Again, having a Spire but not getting any mutas yet means that Bunny feels comfortable dropping, and I feel like that's like the #1 problem, right? Like, sure, Snute might be able to defend against the Ling and like with Ling and banelings, but it's just that letting a Terran feel comfortable dropping throughout most of the game, I don't know about anyone else, but that makes me feel like tons better about the game, the series, my day.
Just put a gold star next to my name. So he does get a nice cancel over here. Drone, I think, managed to get out of there alive. Yeah, just kind of ran for it. Snute trading out, though, rather than rushing back to his own main. He's got a couple of Lings waiting, just feeling confident he can defend against this. Does get into that 3rd once again. Lings on hold position, not looking for a fight on anything other than those SCVs.
Oh, he finds the nice stackable position. No, there's one of those on Daybreak. That's right.
Too bad he didn't morph in like just 2 banelings while this was going on, because that stacking position would have really worked against him. But all these SCVs so darn low.
Yeah, I mean, he still have 55 SCVs, which is not bad at all. And his army is just roaming around the map and seemingly going on uncontested. But it's not that Snute doesn't have an army. He has almost equal army supply with the upgrades finishing up at the same time. It's just that he's never quite in the right position to defend the bases before they're snipes.
Yeah. I mean, the banelings, the zerglings, these are all things that can easily squash and take on small amounts of Bunny's army, but Bunny knows this and hasn't been splintering off too much. He's once again setting up for this big sort of bulky push, something we've been seeing him do almost every single game. Woodmine's just going to preemptively burrow. I guess they do have drilling claws. That was pretty quick.
Luckily, they're already free-split too, so just burrows them again. Some decent shots.
Both teams just kind of trading out area of effect to see who lives longer through it.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of banelings coming in. Bunny's trying to run out of units. Those Mutilas have got nothing to oppose them. Again, his army supply still remains strong because he's got a Thor, he's got 9 Marines. His production's looking fantastic, but that's it. It's his production. They're not here. But rushing in with that drop from the other side of the map brings it back home to defend. Definitely needed to. Depot's down, unfortunately.
He's going to be able to defend. This is one more medevac, and I think that Snute does have to retreat now. And he does. Yeah. Bunny does not have a 4th base, which is a little worrying. Although he is getting that good upgrade. And he did keep Snute off of his bases for so long that it's kind of like a true situation here. Like, true as a player. Whereas he would never take a fight, but he would keep losing bases. So you would think, like, well, he doesn't have any bases, I guess he's going to lose. When really, as long as he had enough money and he never took any fights, he ended up being able to live and eventually win that game on King Sejong. I mean, we should just, like, bookmark that video, you know, because we talk about it so much.
Yeah, it was, like, the best one of all time. I don't even know if it's... I hope it's on YouTube because it'd be gone from Twitch at this point.
Yeah, it would be. But that's just, you know, something that can happen. So Snute has had no 4th or 5th until like right now, but he's still matching Bunny on supply.
Tries to pick up that missile turret, just does not have the damage for it. While the push is coming down the middle of the map, I mean, Snute set up to attack from a couple different angles. That's really nice. Widowmine is on cooldown, and that might just be the trigger to go. So Bunny is going to have to split on the backside. While he's splitting over here, it means they're not attacking the mutas. Only the Thors being the real threat for this. Bailey's cleaned up a lot of the Marines, though.
Quick pickup. Yeah, those Widowmines, he could have retreated back behind them. I think they would have got a good shot, but he didn't. He split instead, and they took forever to get the shot off. I mean, that, again, could have gone drastically different had the Widowmines been a little more in favor for Bunny.
Can Bunny recover from this, though? I mean, that's a pretty tough spot, taking those losses like that.
Yeah, but he's up a 4th base. He's gonna take the one off to the right, which is definitely not. Oh no.
So yeah, there's some folks who might have trigger fingered that, but Snute is once again kind of a bit of a pro player. Is really good with his patience and waiting for the best hits and not wasting them on the first hits.
Nice focus there. Though there's only so many banelings left over. He just stepped behind them and focused them down, and he was able to take that fight. Really nice, and he's gonna be able to secure the 4th. Which is obviously the best scenario here.
I tried to get in there with some creep spread. That would have been really nice. Snute has started to... I mean, again, like a couple of banelings here, a couple of banelings there. It's not crazy, but it is sort of sneak attacks out of Snute. Can't quite connect with that bio army. That's really unfortunate, too. I mean, Bunny's doing a great job of constantly pulling back behind the Marauders, stimming away from the fights. Scans to see the banelings go down. He knew he wasn't going to walk on top of those. Snute continues to still press on the front lines, and I don't know, Zombie Grub. One of the big things is Bunny now has 3-3 on his side, something unavailable to him up to this point.
That's true, but now Snute has 2 extra bases on his side. You know, he got the 4th and the 5th secured at the same time, even if they were a little bit delayed. So, a drop comes in, though, and actually takes away most of what I was saying. Takes away the mining there.
Surprised, too, because, like, Marauders. Ooh, big scary drop.
Oh, they're scary if they try and crit on the hatchery. Not scary if they try and get the drones.
Well, it's pretty scary if they try to shoot up, though.
Yeah, that would be really scary. That'd be pretty crazy. So in terms of like the game, I actually don't know if it really is in either player's favor yet. Like Bunny secured a 4th, that's fantastic, and he's got those upgrades, which is always good. But Snute still has a good economy, and
but Snute's also still
a good army.
Snute's still on layer tech. That's the problem.
Right, that's the main problem, but not something that you can still win the game without it. And he's doing nice by doing these counterattacks.
Well, lifts up the CC. Good start. Mules could pursue into this. There's not a lot of Marines behind it. You got some burrow banelings in once again. Bunny might think it's safe because he did scan earlier to see whether these were here or not. And that's a great hit out of Snute. Double hits out of Snute as well. Ling's just going to keep running by. Some burrows then go back around number 2 a little bit later. Also burning a scan costs Bunny quite a bit of money. Drop goes off on this side of the map. Looks like Snute, was not totally safe behind this. Lost a lot of his own SCVs, pardon me, drones while this was going on.
He's down to 52 and he was at 70. I mean, Bunny's down to 32 when he was at like 55, I think. But of course, he has mules to help with that, and his army was the one. Well, I mean, I guess they both kind of just traded out blow for blow, and Snute all he needs is a little bit of time to morph in more banelings, and yeah, he'll be fine against the push here.
Okay, Hopslot, by the way, I'll read the message after. $50 donation. Hopslot, woo! Thank you for that generosity, man, going towards the prize pool for these players. Tentative to get in here. The shores are right there on the front line. Hopslot says, by the way, why isn't Incineration Zone in the map pool? I don't know the map, but Snute picked all the maps. Just FYI. So, if you're missing any maps or sad about them, you can tweet at Liquid Snute. Figure it out yourself.
So, again, Snute with the Ling attacks are fantastic, and Ohana being like it is, you can usually get the natural with him, and it's quite annoying. But he is, that economy that he made up for with all this mid-game harass, it's really it's actually bad now, like he's trading out army and he's back down to almost like 2 bases, 2.5 bases almost, with the natural mining out and the main entirely mined out for Snute. So losing that base really did hurt. It's
still better for Snute though, as far as economy goes. I mean, keep in mind, Bunny's actually can't mine off his natural, he's too scared, and that 3rd/4th is why his new main, because everything else here is starting to mine out.
Yeah, and the creep spread down the left side, means that his left side base is mostly secure as long as the drop doesn't get it. Taking the base on the left side, like he is though, like the one that's Bunny's supposedly 5th, like that's a little bold.
Yep, I agree. But if he can get away with it, I mean, that's money he takes away from his opponent. It's money he himself gets. Lots of the mainly used on the initial force. Gonna try and fall back. A couple of burrowed units. Loses the orbital though. Ooh.
That's pretty big. It wasn't mining, but it was the backup if it could ever be secured.
Well, I mean,
and now Bunny.
Gas, right? Like at this point in the game, everyone's a little bit hungry for gas, so losing that orbital kind of sucks.
Bunny's not starved for gas yet. His Thors are all alive for now, and his medevac count's not bad, so it's not quite serving on that yet. But
well, this attack.
Attacking.
Yeah, it's not. I mean,
pressured, right?
Yeah, it's well. I mean, understandable. You're taking so much damage at home. Why not? But I don't know about this. If he gets to the base, that's gonna be really nice. We have Snute really slow to the reply because he is so busy microing the mutas on the other side of the map, looking to knock down that planetary, the one and only real mining base of Bunny right now.
Yeah. Snute, I like that he's playing kind of patient with his defense too. Like Bunny does not have a high army supply, and even if he did, he's still on creep, and that in itself is just like so good preserved. So Snute could probably take a fight, but he just wants to be very careful. He gives up the 5th just to buy a little more time. He's gonna go in now. There are a couple of Thors, and the spread is good, but it's all on creep.
Mutas retreat immediately, but it looks like Lings will get the job done. A little bit surprising to see just Lings be this effective, by the way. GG is gonna be called though. Bunny tapping out. Oh my God, Snute is now 8 points. He's almost at 9. He's almost ready to ascend to 69.